So one of the most important things that we can do for our customers is to share the opportunity with them. And I like to do this in a fun way at my home parties and online. At my home parties, I have a folder that I give to every guest. Inside the folder is all the materials that we will use during the party. I have an order form with their information that I need highlighted. I have an index card for the game that I play and a catalog. After I go through the sales flyer or the catalog, whichever works best for my demo, I say, okay, are you ready for another game? The game revolves around this Confidence Start flyer. I have them turn to that flyer and I let them know we're about to play a game. The game is going to be about asking me as many questions as they can about my job with Tupperware, but I want to give them some information ahead of time. Taking a look at this kit, know that this kit is a $99 kit with a $350 value, but I can help you start for as little as $39 down. Tupperware has the ability to give the flexible income because you control the hours. And then I have them turn to the next page, which has the Confidence Start flyer. When they turn to the Confidence Start flyer, I let them know that Tupperware gives them the ability to earn products as they learn and earn money at the same time. This is a very awesome program that we have that is very unique to the Tupperware world. At that point, I open it up to questions. And these questions can be about anything about my job with Tupperware. When they ask me a question about my job with Tupperware, they get one of these. If they ask me a question about a product, I put this behind my back and I say, you do not get one of these. But don't worry, we'll have time for product questions in 2 minutes. And I ask somebody to set a timer for 2 minutes. That person gets 200 Tupper bucks just for helping me out. If I have my timer start, I let everybody know again that they can ask me everything that they would like, including questions like, how much money do I make? How do I get a Tupperware car? How many trips have I gone on? How many hours do I work? Notice that I'm priming these questions because then they will turn around and ask me questions in that order. If you do not know the answer to a question, don't feel bad. Know that you can contact me later after the party to find out the answer, and it gives you a reason to call that person back. When I've had that happen to me, I've just turned around and said, you know what, that is a very good question, and I'll find that out for you. And I will get back to them as soon as I can. So here are the most frequently asked questions. First, how much money do you make? Well, our party average is $500 and we get 25% commission off of that. That means I make $125. How many hours do you work? A typical party lasts 3 to 4 hours from start to finish, meaning me sitting down with your addresses to when I enter it in the computer after we get home and sitting in front of my television. I do 2 to 3 parties a week, which is about 12 hours. An average part-time consultant will work anywhere between 4 to 10 hours with an additional day of training, as we have training opportunities on every Monday. Another question I have is, what perks do you have? Now, if you have not earned these things, it's okay. You can tell them you know somebody who has. For example, you can let people know that directors have the ability to drive a car that is paid for by Tupperware. There are trips that people can earn to Hawaii and Disney and Hemingway and even New York City. Another common question is, how do I know how I'm going to get started? When you hear something like that, you're going to think to yourself, I really should talk to this person about joining. Let them know that we have a grand opening for whoever joins so that we help them and we're there for them every step of the way. You're not in this for yourself. At the end of my 2 minutes, I have them take out the index. Let them know that I have 7 questions for them. When they answer all 7 questions, they will get $200. They will get 200 Tupper bucks for the auction. If they skip an answer or just leave it blank or put a line through it, that doesn't count. Questions I ask are in the script that I emailed out in a previous email. Number 1, what did you hear that you liked most about my job? I prime it also by saying, did you like about free trips, the cars, the money, the flexible income, the flexible hours? Question number 2, have you ever thought about doing what I do? Yes, no, or maybe. Question number 3. What would you do with an extra $1,000 this month? And be specific. If it's for a bill, what bill? Question number 4. Would you like to be added to my monthly news e-letter? If so, please print your email address. I use something called Tupperware Trends, which is $5.95 a month with the first 60 days free, that sends an automatic email every single month to my contact list. It generates leads for parties and sales. It's a very helpful tool to keep you in their mind as their Tupperware person. Number 5. Would you be willing to sit down and talk with me about the opportunity? Your answers can be yes, no, or I can be bribed. That always gets a giggle. Question number 6. Would you be interested in earning tons of free Tupperware by hosting your own party? And question number 7. Would you hold a practice party for the host if they decide to join my team? Then I collect those cards, and if they said yes to a party, I turn around and give them 500 Tupper Bucks right then and there. If they said maybe to a party, what I do, if they said maybe to a party, I take the Tupper Buck and I rip it in half and I give them $250. And I let them know that they get the other half when they decide to say yes. When I have 2 or more parties dated this way, there's no need to do the smidget game, but I still give my next host the smidgets when I party plan them with their folders. Facebook parties, I post a picture of the Say Yes opportunity flyer along with 6 different ways to be a consultant and the Confident Start program. I then give them 2 minutes to ask as many questions as they can about the opportunity, reminding them that it is only about my job, not the products. Pay attention to those who ask a lot of questions on those Facebook parties, because those are the people you will say in a message or talk to them on the phone when you get their credit card, "Oh my goodness, you asked so many great questions. Have you ever thought about doing what I do?" If their answers are yes or maybe, sit down and make an appointment with them to learn more. If they're still not sure but would like more information, we have a Tuesday night opportunity hour that you can invite them to, which is under no obligation for them to join. It's just good information. The most important questions people will ask is, how do I get my kit paid off by Tupperware? Let them know that when you